Hi guys, Sam Harvey from Woodbine Marine. Welcome aboard our Stabicraft 2350, and today we're out in Hauraki Gulf on this beautiful sunny Thursday morning, and like we do with all our boats, we were testing it, and I thought why not better than get a bit of a video shoot of the boat and show you some cool features that Stabicraft introduced to this new model. So the 2350 was released as the new model around about May last year. It basically supersedes the previous model, the 2400, which if you're a Stabicraft fan, you're well known on that model. Nothing wrong with the 2400, but Stabicraft, as they are, always want to modify and implement new designs and features, so they released the 2350. Now, probably the first thing I would say about the 2350, even though the name is below or less than the 2400, that's about the only thing that this boat is smaller than, say, the 2400, because the volume of this boat is massive. It's significantly wider, beamier. Even the hardtop, how far it protrudes to give you more cabin area, is significantly larger, and it's even a heavier boat. It's about 340 odd kgs heavier, dry weight, compared to the predecessor 2400. So that's going to help with ride on the water, sticking to that water. Starting at the front of the boat, probably a few noticeable things that you will see when you start looking around is everyone's wanting light bars on these boats now, whether it's an accessory, and they're usually mounting on the roof. Stabicraft on the 2350 has actually made their bow rail light bar ready, so you can add it. We've added it with this boat, it's another light, and it actually fits in with the front. It makes it look quite industrial, but it makes it look bloody cool, and obviously that's going to give you a bit more view at night time. The other thing is obviously drum winch ready. Everyone's going to want a drum winch. We've added it. Really decent access hatch to the front. Powder coated bow rails an option. We've done it on this, just makes it blend in with the boat a bit more. Heaps of dash room, so you've got all your phone, you can put everything up there. All the storage, it's just another feature that everyone wants. You can never have enough space. So storage in here, cup holders, you know, significantly dash area. This one we've done a Garmin, it's an 8416, you know, whether it's all the other brands, you can add what you like. Heaps of switch panels, running a Yamaha gauge here, the CL5, running zip wax on this boat. So I'm actually getting a bit of a fan with not having to control your trim tabs. It just makes life easier, especially for the older guys that don't really want to know about trimming and touching trim tabs. This will just do everything. You don't need to touch them. So zip wax, self-adjusting trim tabs. It's an option, but I would probably add it on a boat this size. The other thing is we move down, on this option we have added the suspension seats. That's just going to take a little bit of damper out in those rough conditions. Nice bolster seats. You know, you can stand, you can sit, whatever suits. The other thing just to point out is dry socket points, USBs. They've added them. There's two here, there's two on the left hand side, there's two up the front. Everyone's wanting to charge their phone now. The kids are using their iPads, draining their batteries. Heaps of space to charge things, heaps of charging ports. Just looking at the top of the roof, so heaps of head height. I'm not 6 foot, but I'm close to it, and you can see there's lots of room. So any decent guy, height 6 foot plus, they're not going to hit their heads. Look at these grab rails, perfect in rough conditions to hold yourself up, or you know, if you're a gym freak, you can like do some pull-ups. Lighting kit, we've added a lighting kit in here, a couple on the hardtop, a couple on the back of the roof, plus we've got some external floodlights too. That's just going to light up the back of the area when you're fishing at night, filming those fish, or sitting there socialising. Now, one thing that I think is an awesome thing that Stabicraft have done is, some would say that Stabicraft have been known to be a bit more focused on fishing, and the seating has been a bit maybe not so comfortable. Well, they've listened. They've integrated this new back-to-back king and queen seat, real comfortable. You can sit here, you can drink a beer, you can drink a wine, you can sit there, watch the kids when you're towing them with a wakeboard, or if you're trawling for 8 hours at a time, waiting for those lures to ping, you're actually comfortable. Not only that, there's actually great storage in them. They just lift up. They're supported by a shock, which takes the weight. Heaps more storage. Same with port and starboard. On this one, fridge, just to cool the beers, cool the sandwiches. Another thing, storage once again. both sides. Real handy. Underfloor storage, quite large. Get rid of fenders, ropes, anything, you know, dredges, drogues, just chuck them out of the way. The other thing to point out is typical unique Stabicraft kind of design. They have the fold down bed extensions. The good thing about the new model is they don't actually have a little button that you have to pull. They're just hinged, making it a lot easier. Okay, so moving to the back of the boat and down the side of the gunnel. So they've also, with the 2350, they've actually increased the height. I think it's only about 15 to 20 mil, but it just means you've got, you know, good height. It's not too low that you're going to fall over, but it's not too high that you're going to, you know, you're kind of restricted by moving around or getting over the side. Look, good, decent storage on the side. Rod holders, once again, typical cup holder, tackle holder, unique to Stabicraft. Heading to the back of the transom. So this is the game fishing transom setup. Tuna tubes, just runs off a pump. Plus we've got the live bait tank. You know, it's decent size, you can get some good fish in there. And then they've got kind of their bait station here. So once again, we're talking about storage. Like plenty of space. Nice, lockable, they slide nice and comfortable. You don't have to pull them out. And then you've got this great chopping platform, and that's a decent size, you know. You never have enough space on a chopping board. Once again, you've got your cup holders there, never enough cup holders, plus some rod holders back. Standard with deck wash here. The other little cool feature is you've got this little step to go to the back, which will show you how that works. But when you don't want it, because someone might want to fish there, you just push it in, it's out of the way. Nice and handy. And then when I'm ready to go to the back, just shoot out the back. The back of the boat. Really a fan of these rear transom cages. It's probably only came around in the last 5, 6, 7 years when people have started to introduce them on their boats, but it gives you another fishing spots for 2 people. So where this might be comfortable for 4 fishing comfortably, you could fish more, you can chuck another 2 people at the back. So it actually gives you a lot more utilised space that you can use. The other real cool thing was with this Yamaha 4.3 litre 350 horsepower is because it's electric steer, it's so clean, the rigging is so clean. I can walk around that, I don't have lines, additional lines coming out of the boat. It's just so clean, you're not going to trip over. You can just utilise this whole free space to do whatever you like. So they have port and starboard rear boarding ladders, so you can utilise both sides of the boat. Powder coated grab rails at the back. The other thing just to point out, like it's not flimsy stuff, it's sturdy, it's made, I can lean on it. It's designed to handle some big guys or, you know, whatever you're doing back here, but you're not gonna break the ladder, it's not gonna fall apart. The other thing, and it's a typical Stabi little feature, what they do on all the boats, just these little cool things they do. There's a cleat here, it's polished, it looks tidy, but it's got their little logo on there. You know, it's a cool, just little niche thing that Stabi add to their boats. One thing to point out with this game fishing transom that they've integrated it in here is just the easy access to kind of draining and utilising the tuna tubes in a live bait tank. Yeah, so first time with the 350 that I've been on. Look, plenty of power. It's definitely at the higher end, but this was cruising at 22 knots, burning under 30 litres an hour. I mean, it's not fully loaded up, but it's a heavy boat. It is a heavy 7-metre boat. The electric steering is amazing. As I was saying, plenty of grunt. It's just a great engine. Perfect fit with the boat. So that's a bit of a wrap on the video. Thanks for tuning in. We have both Stabicraft, most of the models available at both Auckland and Hamilton. If you have any questions, please give us a call or flick us an email.